Hey friends, Gary here. So, the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 is definitely one of the most popular compact video camera right now. Everybody seems to have one, everybody seems to use one, and everybody seems to love it. I personally happen to have one. I love it so much. I've been using it for more than 1 year to record plenty of videos. And in today's video, I want to share some update regarding my experience using the Pocket 3. What has changed after 1 year of usage? Do I still love it? What I like, what I don't like, what has changed? So right away, I bought this guy in November 2023, and the reason why I bought the Pocket 3 is because I want a small compact video camera with built-in gimbal for vlogging. And the Pocket 3 was excellent for vlogging, but I didn't stop there. I tried to push the limit of my Pocket 3, and I also use it for my BRoll talking head YouTube studio video camera, and it also performed well in that regard. And when I reflect back on my experience using the Pocket 3, actually, my whole 2024 was recorded mostly using the Pocket 3, and that was crazy. Just one video camera for all of my videos in YouTube. In other words, the Pocket 3 simply has become one of the most important camera in my entire collection, especially in terms of video production, both for my YouTube channel and for my other video needs. No other video camera in my collection has ever come close in the scale of importance to the Pocket 3. Anyway, a few months ago, I recorded a video sharing my thoughts about using the Pocket 3 after recorded about 80 YouTube videos featuring the Pocket 3 as my main talking head video camera, especially in my YouTube studio environment like what I'm doing right now. If you are interested about that video, you can check out this link up here where I talk more about it. But now fast forward, some things have changed. The role of the Pocket 3 in my camera collection, in my video production has shifted a little bit, and that's what I want to focus in today's video. First, let's talk about using the Pocket 3 as a travel video camera. And yes, I still use my Pocket 3 for traveling. I think it is an excellent camera for that. When I'm away in some other town, inside a hotel room or outdoor, I can vlog, I can record quick videos, especially if it requires higher quality video compared to just using my phone. And the Pocket 3 does well for traveling. So a couple of things. First, it's that combination of the small size, the lightweight, and the great video quality that makes Pocket 3 special, especially for a video camera of this size. Second thing, there are some other different kinds of cameras that might do a great job for travel video camera, but there's always a catch. First, let's talk about action camera. I think they are great for travel video. They are rugged, they are portable, they are lightweight, but they don't really have that image quality like the Pocket 3, even though right now action cameras started to catch up, especially in terms of sensor size. And then there's mirrorless camera. Yes, they are perfect for travel video, especially if you require that higher video quality, but oftentimes mirrorless camera will be much bigger compared to just a small little Pocket 3 right here. And then there's also smartphone, which can produce nice video, and then it is also small and also lightweight. But the problem with smartphone is the usability. It's not a dedicated device, and sometimes when you are recording a video, in the middle of the battle, you receive a phone call or notification that can ruin your video. The Pocket 3 might not be the best of the best. Well, yeah, the sensor might be smaller compared to a mirrorless camera sensor, but 1 inch is very respectable. You get decent image quality, especially in terms of video. You get more background blur, more low light performance, and it's not too terribly big and heavy. So yeah, it makes for a nice compelling little travel video camera. Now let's talk about using the Pocket 3 as a B-roll camera. Back then when I purchased the Pocket 3, the intention was clear. I want to use this guy only for talking head, for vlogging, for A-roll stuff. I don't really want to use the Pocket 3 for B-roll because for B-roll shots, I wanna have a tighter focal length. I think with tighter focal length, I can tell a more dynamic story in my video, and for that reason, I prefer to use my mirrorless camera or my phone because they give me the option for the tighter focal length for recording B-rolls. Hence, I don't really use the Pocket 3 for recording B-roll. However, nowadays, I started to experiment more with the Pocket 3's wider focal length to record B-roll. It challenges my brain. It gives me a nice kind of exercise, a little bit of a restriction that helps me to become more creative. And actually the process is quite enjoyable. So nowadays I started to become more comfortable of using the Pocket 3 as my B-roll camera. From my experience recently of using the Pocket 3 as a B-roll camera, I can say that the wider focal length isn't as restricting as I thought it was. Actually, for general purpose B-roll, for close-up, for establishing shot, it is quite okay. But still, you have to be mindful of that wider focal length. Not everything will look good with this focal length. So yeah, you just have to experiment and be comfortable with this particular focal length. I think it is a good exercise for you and it can help you to become more creative too. Apart from the wider focal length, actually there are two features that really help the Pocket 3 to become a great B-roll camera, and that is the built-in gimbal as well as the subject tracking. Both of these features make the B-roll shooting experience smoother, quicker, and easier. Anyway, recently I just discovered there's a new firmware update for the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 that enables the 2x medium telephoto zoom on this camera. So it is actually a digital crop on the sensor of the Osmo Pocket 3, almost like a digital zoom in sort of a way, but without any loss of image quality, and it retains all sorts of detail on the video. So that is fantastic in my opinion. It really opens up lots of new possibilities on the Pocket 3 that was previously unavailable. The original wide-angle field of view of the Osmo Pocket 3 lens I think is great, but it's only good for certain applications, for vlogging, for wide-angle B-roll, that sort of stuff. Yeah, it looks great with that original focal length, but not everything looks great with that ultra wide angle kind of look. So now with the addition of the 2x zoom, you have more options. If you want to crop in a little bit to make things look more nice, more proportional, and you want to add a little bit of compression, now you have the option to do that. This new zoom capability I think is perfect for all sorts of different kinds of B-roll recording. So yeah, I mean, for things like flower video, and then for faraway scenery, and then also for product B-roll, I think this is perfect, especially because the Pocket 3 has that ability to close focus. I'm really glad that DJI come up with this new update because it makes the Pocket 3 even more powerful, and now I'm even more confident to use the Pocket 3 as my only video camera if I need to. Now let's talk quickly about using the Pocket 3 as my main studio camera. And as I mentioned before, I don't really use the Pocket 3 for that purpose anymore because now I have a Sony ZV-E10 that is optimized for recording A-roll talking head sequence that I do in my studio, like what you are watching right now. And also in the past, I've used the Pocket 3 for POV photography vlog as well. I attached this to my back using a clamp, and then I recorded from a POV perspective how I come up with some photography composition when I'm out in the field. So you're seeing my hands holding the camera, that kind of stuff, setting the camera, setting the lens. And I no longer use the Pocket 3 for that purpose as well, because now I have this guy right here, the DJI Action 4, that is more optimized for that usage scenario. However, when I'm outside and I want to record a talking head BRoll video, I will still go for the Pocket 3. I think it is nice for that purpose. Also for vlogging, as long as it's not a POV vlog, just a regular vlogging, talking into the camera while walking, Pocket 3 is excellent for that, especially with the addition of the built-in DJI Mic 2 wireless microphone right here that connects directly to the Pocket 3. It saves a lot of time and it really improves the audio quality of my video. That is highly appreciated. Again, the gimbal works really well for vlogging as well. It's a real mechanical gimbal, so the stabilization of this guy is really unmatched with just some digital stabilization, that kind of stuff. Sometimes when I wanna spice things up, I will still use my Pocket 3 for my studio camera, but not in this particular studio. Sometimes I move to the other rooms in my house just to get a nice change and use Pocket 3 in that particular room. I think it works well rather than having to set up my ZV-E10 with its audio setup and its lighting setup. It's just too cumbersome. Something small and convenient like the Pocket 3 can really work well if you want to be more mobile, if you want to not just tie down yourself into one place. Also, a little bit of fun fact. Last week, I just used my Pocket 3 to record a full-blown interview video, and I used this guy as my main camera to record myself being interviewed by another person, and it worked wonderfully well. The Pocket 3 blended well with the other cameras that recorded the detail shots, the close-ups, things like that, and I was actually quite pleased with the result. So yeah, that's how I use my Pocket 3 camera these days, as a dedicated travel video camera, as a vlogging camera, as a BRoll camera, and also as an BRoll camera outside of my dedicated studio. Obviously, I'm very happy with the performance and the video quality of my Pocket 3, and I will continue to use it in the future. I almost always feature this guy in one of my videos these days, whether it's as an BRoll camera or a BRoll camera. And that wraps up today's video. So that is all of my latest update with the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Hopefully this has been entertaining, inspiring, and useful. So I want to know more about you guys. Do you guys have the Pocket 3? If you guys have it, how's your current experience with it? And if you guys don't have it, what do you think about the Pocket 3 as a video camera? Let's have a little bit of discussion down in the comment below. If you guys have any question, please comment down below as well. I will try my best to answer them. Also, don't forget to support my channel by liking this video, sharing this video, subscribing to my channel down below. If you want to support my work even further, consider using the affiliate links on the description below. Use the super thanks button to make a small donation to my channel, or purchase my travel photography course called Simplifying Travel Photography with the link also on the description below. Thank you, and I will see you on the next video. Goodbye.